Jordan, well done, 1-1 here in Denmark. What did you make of that?
Yeah, it was a tough tie, really tough tie. I think they asked a lot of questions of us, but ultimately we were probably a little bit disappointed we didn't win the game, obviously being in that winning position. However, I think there's certainly way more positives to take out of it than looking on the negative side of it. So I think we're sort of fairly happy going back to Easter Road with it all to play for.
Yeah, what was the game like to play in for you? Because I know you had to be on high alert for the whole 94 minutes and the rest.
Yeah, absolutely. Just really mentally testing. We've got a really good understanding at the back. We kind of knew we'd be under a lot of pressure. They're a quality side with quality players, so we knew they were going to ask us questions, and I think we really stood up to it. It was nice to sort of make my European debut at 30 years old, and I think just really proud of the boys. We didn't let the occasion get to us. We showed the opposition respect without showing them too much respect, and I think we took the game to them, showed moments of our own quality, and then did the other side of it really well. And if you'd have asked us before, we probably would have taken that, as I say, going into next week with it all to play for.
Yeah, all to play for next week. How big a game does that come back under the lights at Easter Road in front of what will be a sold-out crowd as well?
Yeah, it's really exciting. I'd just like to give the fans who travelled over a massive thank you, and to all the ones who watched back home and got behind us. We went through an awful lot last season, and this is kind of the reward. So massive thank you to them, and hopefully we can do them proud. This has been kind of showcased as the biggest game of the season, even though it's the first one. So every game's kind of going to feel like that, but this was a little bit special, and I'd like to think we sort of made the supporters proud who travelled over, and gave them plenty to sing about, and thank them again for that reception at the end.
Nice one, Smudge. Well done today, and well said.
Top man. Thank you very much.